a month is a lot of money. That's like a mortgage. That's a lot of money. Cars are expensive.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a running costs video. In today's world, the costs of living have absolutely just skyrocketed, quite literally. So I feel like talking about this sort of topic is quite relevant. If you guys are new around here, you may not be aware, but I have 3 vehicles. I have my trusty work wagon, which is my 2011 BMW 116D. I also have my project car, which is this. This is a 955 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. And I also have my pride and joy, which is my W204 C63 AMG. So hopefully this will give you some sort of insight on how much it really costs to own 3 cars over a monthly basis or an annual basis. I'll be covering both, but I'm never intending to keep this for a whole year. This is meant to be like a small, short-term project for fun whilst I'm going from this weird early life crisis. Okay guys, you now join me in the back of my BMW 116D. I've written down some notes of all the figures of the running costs, and I've got it down to 5 categories. I've got fuel, I've got servicing, I've got MOT, I've got insurance, and I've also got Rotax. I didn't include like unexpected bills or repairs I may need to fix because I think it's quite arbitrary. I thought I'd just include running costs, which are like the bare essentials of running the cars. So we'll start off with fuel really. I don't spend too much on fuel. I do a lot of mileage in my BMW 116D because that does all the work mileage. So I probably spend, at the moment, things can change because of fuel prices, which are ridiculously expensive at the moment. So yeah, fuel, I spend about £150 a month, I'd say, give or take, driving this car to work. And I'd say I spend about £100 for leisure for my other cars, such as like the Porsche or the C63. I don't have so much free time to spend with it, but I think £100 is quite accurate. I probably don't even use that to drive the other cars, but as we come through the summer months, it becomes more evident that I do spend more fuel, so it kind of averages out over the year. So yeah, £250 is probably what I spend on fuel. Right guys, next category, we're going to do the servicing. Apologies for it's so dark and dingy in here. The first part of the video was actually filmed like 3 or 4 months ago and I actually completely forgot to finish it. So yeah, it's October now, it's cloudy and it's dark, but yeah, let's talk about servicing. So the servicing, I use independent garages. I don't like taking it to main dealers, and I think car enthusiasts will kind of agree with me on this because they offer great value for money in terms of just having like independence, and I think they take a bit more care of your car and they know kind of what they're talking about more than a regular like main dealer garage. So in no particular order, the C63 had its service done at a garage called MSL, and they are very renowned for tuning and all those sorts of things. So the C63 cost me £400 to service, and also because it's MSL, and I think on Saturdays in particular, they also give you free food like pizza and chicken, so another incentive to get your car serviced there, especially on a Saturday, I think. The Porsche Cayenne, I had a minor service and brake fluid change, and that came to a total of £378. And for a Porsche, I was expecting it to be extortionate, so I was really surprised by that figure. And for the BMW 116D, that cost me £250. So yeah, definitely take your car to an independent specialist. I think is recommended really. You do save a lot of money compared to a main dealer. So yeah, all in all, servicing not too bad. Moving on to MOTs, well, you all need your car to be MOT to keep it roadworthy. And obviously that's times free, so about £40 each. That costs £120. Moving on to insurance, as I'm sure you're all aware of, it's completely pot luck, and so many different variations, and if you alter anything, it can literally change the price from as really low or to really sky high. So yeah, I use multi-car and I highly recommend it. And if you don't know what it is, you have all your cars on one policy, and the more cars you have on the policy, I think it gives you a greater discount, and it has saved me loads and loads of money, I can assure you that. So in no particular order again, let's start with the Porsche. That costs me £350 a year to insure, which I think is incredible for a twin turbo V8 SUV. That is mighty impressive. The insurance for the 1160, that costs me £336, and the C63 only costs me £482 for a 6.2 litre 524 horsepower V8. Unbelievable figures we're getting here. And I actually, when I first initially got the C63, I was quoted £2,200 as just on its own without multi-car. And then my partner would just, she worked a magic on the phone to see how much it would cost to have the C63 on our multi-car policy. And they came back, this was like over 2 years ago, and they came back and said it would only cost us around like £600 instead. So I saved like £1,600 courtesy of my partner, and it was just a phone call and 5 minutes of hassle, and I saved, yeah, £1,600, which is absolutely incredible. What makes that figure even more remarkable is that when I had the C63, I had a Ford Fiesta 1.6 Econetic diesel, and that would cost me over £700 to insure. So at the time, the Ford Fiesta was more expensive to insure than the Mercedes, which is mind-boggling.
God, it's very cold and windy out there. I'm doing lots of musical chairs. Let's turn the light on. So the last category we're going to discuss is the Rotax, which is actually going to be quite a interesting one for sure. So let's just start with the BMW 1160. It costs me £30 to Rotax. That is one of the reasons actually I wanted it, because of the very low insurance, but especially the low Rotax that goes with it. It's very good indeed. The Rotax for the Porsche Cayenne is £360, which costs more than my actual insurance for the car, but that is courtesy of it being pre-2006. Otherwise it would definitely fall into the highest bracket of tax bands. Speaking of the highest tax bands, that brings me on to the C63, because the C63 is, it falls into that bracket. So unfortunately it is a rather extortionate and painful £630. Oh my god! And more, and as well as in compare that to insurance, my insurance is £482 on the C63, and the road tax is £630. So you're paying a lot more for just taxing this car than you are just actually insuring it, which is, it blows my mind. But anyway, we want to find out how much that costs for over 12 months. So how much would that cost me a year? And then we'll divide that in 12, so we can get like how much that costs in monthly payments as well. So that means I now need a calculator, because that is an awful lot of numbers to remember. Right, I've got my trusty calculator out, and I'm actually really excited to know how much I'm spending, because I just get excited over like figures and numbers, but a bit apprehensive because I don't really want to know the reality of how much I'm actually spending. But it's all for fun and games. So let's start. We start with fuel, so that costs £250 a month. we're going to times that by 12, which is £3,000 so far. Good start. Then we did the servicing, so if we plus 378 for the Porsche, I believe. There we go. And then it was £250 for the BMW, and then £400 for the C63. Then we have the MOTs as well, so we're going to add in £120. We've got a very juicy figure so far, I can tell you that for sure. Then we did insurance, so that is £350 for the Porsche, £336 for the BMW 160, and then £482 for the C63. My face says it all. And then we came to Rotax, so we have £360 for the Porsche Cayenne, £30, that's very welcome, for the 160, and then £630 for the C63. So we're going to equal this now, and then we will divide it by 12 for the monthlies. So whoa, that is a big number. So yeah, the grand total to have all three cars on the road. Oh dear, my light's gone off. There we go. Yeah, the grand total for all three cars over a year, just to like keep them running and on the public road and all that sort of stuff, no parts, no nothing, is £6,336. Blimey, that's a lot of money. What could you do with that? You could, many holidays, chocolate milk for like 10 years. Oh my god, that's so much money, but it's worthwhile. So how much is that divided by 12? I don't know much about maths. I didn't get a good grade. So divided by 12, here we go. That's quite a lot. Yeah, so £528 is how much I spend a month to keep all these cars just running on the public road and to drive them, essentially. We're not even factoring in unexpected bills, parts and other variables, just the bare essentials of running a car. Wow. I can't actually remember how much the annual figure was. It was 6,000 something, but yeah, £528 a month is a lot of money. That's like a mortgage. That's a lot of money. Cars are expensive, but I'm going to be transparent. It's worth every penny. It brings me a lot of joy, and I'm happily will pay that figure. But albeit to run the best part of two really high performance cars and to service them and to, you know, put fuel in them, even though I don't drive much, and to tax them, insure them, and then having the BMW 160 as well, is quite a remarkable figure, really. And to be completely honest with you guys, I don't actually own the 160 anymore, because I started filming this video the best part of 4 months ago, and now it's October. I sold it maybe a month or so back. So yeah, but that is how much it would cost to run all those 3 individual cars. And I would like to know, what do you guys think? Is that ridiculous amount of money to spend on cars, or was it not as much as you were expecting, or was it way over what you're expecting, or was that exactly what you're expecting? I'd love to know. Hopefully you can take something away from this sort of like running costs video. If there's 2 things I'd highly recommend, if you can, is to look at multi-car insurance. I think is exceptional. The amount of money it saved me over the past 2 years or so is unbelievable. Like, I can't believe how much they quoted me to have this, like over £2,000, and now I'm only paying £480 odd is unreal. So yeah, definitely check out multi-car, and also taking your car to like a independent specialist. I'd highly recommend doing that. Taking it to main dealer. I think you could probably warrant doing that if you were good, if you had like a Lamborghini or McLaren or like a Bentley. But for a C63 or an old Porsche Cayenne Turbo, paying full dealer prices, it's just not worth it really, because the car's not worth anywhere near as much as it used to. So, and yeah, they're also like really willing to help, and they're like willing to inform you, like if there's any questions, they kind of will know everything about your car. So like they really know what they're talking about, so they can help you with any issues you may have, and they're really helpful to like give you a hand on anything really. So yeah, I really highly recommend an individual specialist, and they're normally really good value for money too. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there because it's getting really dark. But before I go, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone and all the recent subscribers, comments, likes and all that. And my video's doing incredibly well. I have surpassed 900 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic.
Wow! 900! 100 to go!
So yeah, I'm fastly approaching 1,000 and I'm absolutely buzzing. It's a brilliant feeling, and I can't really contain my excitement enough. So yeah, fastly approaching 1,000. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have liked this video, please do show your support and give the video a like, because it really helps the algorithm tell everyone to watch this video, and it promotes my video, which means I get more subs, and it really does go a long way, and it puts a massive smile on my face too. So yeah, if you haven't already, please do subscribe, and thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.